top leaders of a notorious Pittsburgh drug gang that federal agents say terrorized one of the city's most distressed neighborhoods with guns and violence while hauling in fentanyl and cocaine have been arrested in a sweeping crackdown. At least 25 members and associates of the gang known as the Hazelwood Mob, including accused leader Joshua Yarbrough, have been charged in 2 related indictments in what the FBI said was a dismantling of the organization. "They are no longer in business," said acting U.S. Attorney Stephen R. Kaufman during a press conference on Thursday. The investigation by the FBI's Greater Pittsburgh Safe Streets Task Force began last year into the group, which is accused of carrying out violent crimes in the Hazelwood neighborhood, where the gang's members largely operated while smuggling in drugs. The arrests come as Pittsburgh confronts a dual surge of gun violence and overdose deaths that have compounded the region's woes during the pandemic. The indictment accuses the gang members of numerous drug charges, including intent to distribute at least 400 grams of fentanyl and 280 grams of crack cocaine, as well as heroin and fluorofentanyl. Fentanyl, a powerful opioid that is often mixed with other drugs, has been a major driver in the recent spike in overdose deaths in the Pittsburgh area. Nearly 700 people in Allegheny County died from overdoses last year, with 84% of those involving fentanyl the highest percentage ever recorded, the Post-Gazette found. "Over the past several years, I've witnessed the violence, the drug overdoses, that this gang has done," said Wendell Hisrich, Pittsburgh's director of public safety. "When crimes are committed in our cities, there are victims behind these crimes. There are names and faces behind the violence." Yarbrough, the alleged leader of the conspiracy, was also charged by local authorities for a daytime shooting in Hazelwood in June that the task force said was linked to drugs. A Post-Gazette report in August found a 46% increase in shootings and homicides compared to last year, reversing the progress that the city had made in reducing firearm violence in the years before the pandemic. Many of those shootings did not lead to any arrests, especially the non-fatal assaults, which are difficult to solve partly because of the reluctance of witnesses to step forward. "We need the community's help," said FBI Pittsburgh Special Agent in Charge Mike Nordwall. "People in these neighborhoods need to feel safe coming forward with information to law enforcement that we can use to end the violence and reclaim the streets." Officials said the arrests were a step forward for the historically struggling neighborhood. Years ago Hazelwood thrived along with the steel industry. But with its fortunes tied to the steel industry, it also underwent a decline. Now it is being revitalized, and incapacitating the Hazelwood Mob will lead to a safer community, Mr. Kaufman said.